everyone, it's Nisha. Happy Monday. So I have just actually filmed this look for you, the green eyeshadow. I've posted it, I think, on Instagram, and actually quite a while ago a few people asked me if I can do green eyeshadow look. So here it is. You will see that later on this week. Let me just say, on my nails, I won't even put down what it is because it is an old gel that I had. I think it's IBD, and I don't really, I don't like working with them as much as the others. It's just that I really fancied sort of coral color, and I don't have coral color from Madame Glam, so I need to get some coral ones because I really like wearing those sort of colors for spring. Okay, what should I say first? First of all, thank you so much for all the suggestions for New York. I've written them all down. I actually have them all here. That was very kind of you. Also, a lot of you asked if I would do a meetup, and I would love to. I just never assumed that people want to come and meet me, so I never mentioned that I want to do meetup. But now I know that some of you would like to meet me. That would be great. So Angie, actually from Hot and Flashy, when she watched my video, she said, "Oh, I'm coming to see you as well." So maybe I need to talk to her. Maybe we do like a obviously I don't want to speak for her, but hopefully we do maybe like a joint meetup, me and Angie. So that would be lovely. But also, I've never done anything like it, and I don't really know how you do it. Where do you do it? Where do you meet? So any suggestions on that would be very welcome as well. I don't know, do you meet up maybe in some hotel bar, lobby? I don't know. Or would they kick us out? I don't really know. So if you have any suggestions on that, please leave it in the comments. Now, my Rcma update, a lot of you had quite good tips as well, and one that was very frequent, and a lot of you said that your dermatologist advised you to do that, is to use moisturizer or serum before you apply the vitamin A, the retin A. And that's supposed to give you less irritation and less peeling. Let me just tell you that I've upped my retin A now to every 3 days. Because I've stopped peeling with it twice a week, so I've upped it, and I see how I go. Now, Dermaroller, you are all so curious, and I have used it once, but I'm not telling you anything about it. I was going to wait till I do my next roll-in, and I would video it then, but because you know you can't be rolling every day, so I'm waiting 2 weeks to do it again, so I've got another week to do it. So but I know that you are so anxious to hear my experience, so I might actually do the whole video about my experience, the first experience, and how to clean it and all that, and then I will just do a demo video when it's time for me to do the Dermaroller. Can't really say that, can you? Dermaroller again, or micro needling. So I will do like a separate video, just a demo, and actually that's probably better because it won't be so long. Another thing, do you remember after I did the video with my son when he did my makeup, we were going to do Q&As, and thank you so much, you all giving me lots of questions, but unfortunately I think I am not going to do that video with Max. I just don't want to really expose him to, you know, I can put up with the nasty comments and stuff, but I don't want my son to be reading it and putting up with it. You know, I had some I had some comment under that video that this person was very concerned for my child's well-being because I called him useless and a brute. And do I understand what does that do to a teenage boy? And that really annoyed me because obviously this was for fun. you don't know anything about my relationship with my son. He's a wonderful young man, well turned down, fantastic student, and that is thanks to me and my husband. So you know, I don't want anybody to be concerned about his well-being. He's absolutely fine, but you know, I don't want him to be putting up with that. And then some troll left really awful comment regarding his appearance, you know, so I had to obviously delete that, and because I don't want him to read it. So I don't really want to involve him in this is my channel. Yes, he wanted to do that video himself with me, the makeup, but you know, that's it. You've met Max, and I hope you understand. I just don't need him to be reading and putting up with all these trolls. So I won't be doing that video with Max. Okay, I've got my glasses. I've got my new glasses, so you know, I had to go and get myself my distance glasses, and I tell you what I got, just in case you, I don't know, like them and interested in them. I am not very much into, you know, what make they have to be, or I just go for the shape that I know suits my face, because I've got quite a round face. I know my glasses have to be sort of rectangular, and I always go for the same shape. So I just stood there and tried all of them, and whichever suited me, no matter what make they were, that's what I chose. So these are my distance glasses, and these are from Puma. Never even knew that Puma did, you know, glasses. And the frames are like very dark. You'll be seeing my ring light. The frames at the front are like, are they black or very dark brown, and inside they are cream, and the edges are blue, but you don't really see it. So these are my distance glasses. Sorry about the ring light. If I go down like this, maybe you won't be glaring. Yeah, so I really like them. I wanted the frames a bit bigger, because when I'm driving, you know, especially if you, I think I've got mascara on my hair, especially if you're not used to glasses and you don't wear them every day, you notice the frames. And I remember I had glasses that were a bit narrower, and whenever I looked sideways, all I could see was the frame, so I wanted something bigger. So these are my distance ones, and my readers. My reading glasses are Timberland, and I've had actually my previous glasses were Timberland, a bit smaller frame, and these are just like tortoiseshell brown, very similar shape to the others, maybe a bit smaller. Yeah, so I'm very happy that I can see now. I just really have to make an effort to remember to wear them. Okay, I haven't bought much this week. I bought something from Senna. I don't know if you know of Senna. It is not very easy to find in England. I found it only on one website, and I think that was in Ireland. I know people in Poland use it, and that's why I bought it, because I watch one of these Polish makeup artists, and she absolutely loves this powder. She said it's her holy grail powder, the best in the world. So of course, if she loved it, I thought I love it. But anyway, it's a nice powder. So what it is called Mineral Mix Advanced Mineral Makeup. It is pressed, cover and finish foundation. So it's really like a pressed mineral foundation. It says that it is anti-aging pressed mineral foundation that gives you full but natural looking coverage for a dewy, flawless, youthful glow, and feels ultra silky and soft on the skin. It's excellent for all skin types. It's oil, fragrance, wax, dye and talc free. So, you know, a lot of people don't like to wear powders with talc or are allergic to talc. So it is a very good powder. It is not like a drugstore price. It's quite expensive. Well, it's around £20, I think. So that's the box. Yeah, and mine is in light. Oh, never noticed that it opens. Oh, did I? It might have come actually with a little powder puff. It's got a nice mirror. It is a really, really nice powder. It is very silky. Yeah, I've got it on today, but what I've noticed, because at first I sort of used it like a loose powder, you know, just put a bit on the brush and like pat it in, and I thought, not very nice really. But because it is more like a foundation, you need to buff it in a bit. So I took a dense brush and I buffed it on the top of my foundation, and it doesn't look cakey. It gives you extra coverage. I do really like it. You know, it's just that I don't really use many pressed powders. I usually use loose powders, and I didn't really pay too much attention to the fact that this is more like a foundation. But it is lovely. It's not cakey. I don't know if you can see, and it doesn't give you that really powdery dry look. So I would check it out. I know you have it in US, because I'm sure when I googled Senna powders, there was a US website that popped up. What I also got is a Brow Fix eyebrow setting gel from Senna, and this is in Taupe. I might have to put my glasses on to read it. Okay, so it says, set your brow shape and color instantly and control brows. Texturizing fibers add the look of extra fullness. So this one has fibers in it as well, which you can actually see when you open it. So it's quite big. Very nice packaging, so you can see that's like a taupe color. It's quite dark, I would say, actually. That's the problem with the colored brow gels. I like them being colored, but if you go for blonde, they almost leave like because I've got quite dark eyebrows, but I don't want to make them darker, if you know what I mean. And maybe I should go for a clear gel, but like I've said before, I feel that with clear gels, sometimes I feel like that gel takes off whatever eyebrow product you put on, whereas I want to add color. But blonde, I feel like it leaves like this really light creamy brown color on it. I don't know. When you look at it in a tube, it is not that dark. I don't know if you can see the fibers on it. So I am really enjoying that. I like my setting, and it does, I can feel the stiffness on my brows, so it does set them. I would say the L'Oreal is actually stronger. My eyebrows feel much stiffer after the L'Oreal, but I really like that one. Sorry if you can hear noises, doors banging, but Max is now on his Easter break, so he is at home, and his room is just next to this one, and God knows what he is doing in there. Okay, so that was Senna. Then I got, I bought from Makeup Revolution this palette that is Radiance palette that sort of resembles Hourglass ambient lighting palette, and I wasn't that taken by it. But then I realized they are not really highlighters. They're supposed to be more like those Radiance powders, and they're okay. But I went out and I saw this. So you can see I bought this palette, which is called Blush Palette. And this one is in Golden Sugar. It comes with a big mirror, and you have all these powders here. And I am such a sucker for shiny things, and when I swatched them, they looked absolutely beautiful. So I don't know why this is called Blush Palette, because none of them are really blushes. To me, they are all different tone highlighters, apart from this, which is bronzer. I'd say it's a bronzer. It's so silky. Honestly, it feels so luxurious. So let me swatch it. It's very pigmented. It is quite orange, but I think you should you could use it in the summer to warm up your complexion, or even use it like a bronzy blush. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swatch them all, and then I will zoom in and show you all of them. So that was the bronzer. Above the bronzer, it's like a golden highlight. I show you them from the distance first, and so I think that's gonna look nice, you know, when you've got a tan, or you could even use it as eyeshadow. I should have done the bottom row first, really. Okay, so next to the bronzer, you have like a coppery highlight. So it's really similar to the bronzer, it's just got shimmer, because the bronzer is matte. It's very silky and yeah, it's matte. Then next to that, this one is beautiful. It's a champagne pink highlight. And they seem to swatch beautifully. The thing is, sometimes they swatch really nice on your hand, but when you try to put it on your cheeks, it doesn't work. So I haven't used it yet, actually. Now this one, I would say, has like a satin finish, and that would be really lovely to just, you know, like I use here my ambient lighting palette or my Reservio Cabana, just to brighten up this front of the cheek area. I think this would be really, really lovely, because it's so silky and is sort of illuminating. It's not shiny or doesn't have any glitter, you know, it's not as pearly. So apart from this second one, this is all the bottom row. So that's the bottom row, apart from this gold one, because that's from the top row. So I will swatch the top row on my other hand. Okay, so the first one I've already swatched, but I will do it again. So it's this very shimmery gold, which I'm not a fan of. Next to that is a beautiful mauvey colour, and that again has like this satiny finish, not too pearly. Then next to that, beautiful, beautiful pink, like a cooler pink, I would say. And then the last one, or the first one, is quite white with a bit of gold in it. So they look very pretty, and I couldn't resist, because, you know, they are not very expensive. Okay, so this is the top row. You know, like I've said, they are definitely not hourglass, but you cannot expect for £8 this to be like hourglass. But I think the quality of them, I've had eyeshadow palettes before from them, and honestly they are really, really lovely quality for a drugstore makeup. I would go for it. The lipstick I'm wearing today is actually from Makeup Revolution. They are £1 and they are so creamy and lovely. Honestly, I think Ulta in US stocks all the Makeup Revolution stuff, so have a look in there. And of course in the UK we have it in Superdrug and online. I forgot, you know, a while ago when Makeup Revolution just came out with their stuff, I bought lots of beautiful like glosses, and I keep forgetting to use them, but they are so gorgeous and so lovely to wear and so pigmented. So really, really worth checking out. You know, the eyeshadow palettes are like dupes for the Urban Decay Naked palettes. There are dupes for Too Faced chocolate palettes. So they are really, really worth checking out. And the last thing I wanted to show you really is a couple of things that Karen sent me, Mrs. Ginger Beauty. You know, me and Karen, we talk a lot, and yes, and we buy a lot, and if we don't like something or it's not really our thing, we just send it to each other. So she has sent me the original Rcma powder. You know, YouTube is going crazy about it since Kathleen Lights talked about it. It is very inexpensive, very messy powder. It is no color powder, so, but you know, if you put enough of it, it does give you white cast, but it is very, very silky. You can see it here. You know, it's not a must. I know it keeps selling out because of that, but if you get Ben Nye, the colorless powder, it's almost the same as this. I don't have that one, so I'm quite happy with it because I like it. And for the price, it's a really great product. This will last you a lifetime. What I usually do, you know, I buy those little empty pots on eBay or wherever, and I decant some of that because this is quite messy. And she also sent me this gloss, and I don't often look at Revlon. I think it's because in my boots where I live, the Revlon section is tiny, and I feel like there is never anything new on there, so I don't even bother looking. And Karen sent me this gloss. It is beautiful. It's got like this diamond thing on the top, and very, very small writing. I'll tell you in a minute what it's called. Okay, so this is Ultra HD Ultra HD Lip Lacquer, and this one is in 525 Pink Diamond. It is so beautiful. It is so much my color. I had something similar. I think I bought this gloss in Spain a few years back, and it had this like duochrome pearlized finish, and I thought such a shame that it wasn't any specific brand. It was just in these supermarkets, but it was so gorgeous. And when I went the last year, I didn't see them, and this reminds me very much of it. So it's got a normal like a brush applicator, but oh my god, I love it so much. And I said to Karen, where do you find these things? I've never seen it. So since when I went to Boots, I looked at Revlon and they did not have those glosses. So I don't know if it's just my Boots is useless. Let me zoom in. So I don't know if it's just my Boots that is that useless, or can you see how beautiful it is? I love it. I am just going to put it on. Oh, it's gorgeous. Remember, everything I'm talking about I will put in a description box with links, if I can find links for this thing, so you can check it out. It is not sticky gloss, it is very creamy. Yeah, it is very, very high shine, very comfortable. I don't know if that's got... Yeah, it's got very slight, but very slight fragrance. I can't even really smell it. Okay, my lovelies, I think that's it for today. Don't have much more to show you or report, so watch out this week for this tutorial, and I probably will do the derma roller video as well, like my first experience and what I think about it. So have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you soon. Bye.